Folks, you got Juju Watkins is the best player in the world, hands down. No questions asked. Nobody does it better than Juju Watkins. Juju Watkins lit up the court the other night. California Baptist knocked down 9 threes.
Guys, I was really pleased with the way our team came out. We've been talking more about mentality than anything else, and I thought our first group came out really focused, kind of set a tone. That ball was moving and popping, shots were going in. We were trying to get stops, really protecting the rim, and I think that energy allowed us to have a dominant game. I thought Kiki and Rhea were terrific inside, as well as our bigs that came in later. And, I say to people, you should get to Galen whenever you can, because you never know when something ridiculous is going to happen from Juju. And tonight, obviously what a night from the three-point line, but I loved it. Just like it felt so joyous. They were all in rhythm. We know how well she can shoot the ball, and just for her to see them go down like that is fun. But I thought the energy of the team was really the winner, on the night. And so that made it really cool.
And the whole thing with Juju and USC, you got Kiki. They're just starting to get going. Kiki had a good ball game, 6 for 9, 6 for 8 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, bringing down the block. You got Raya Marshall's getting it done, getting in there, going 5 7, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and getting in there in the block.
Just remembering that I'm having fun out there. That's the biggest thing. Whenever it starts to feel like really anxious or some stuff like that, I never play my best. So just to come out here and have fun with the team, it definitely shows.
So those are the intangibles that I'm talking about. When you talk about Juju Watkins, it's pretty much a season of boredom. There's not a whole lot more Juju Watkins can do. 32 points, 12 of 18, 9-11 from the three-point line, and coming in there 7-8 from threes. And the thing about it, Juju gets on the glass, 9 rebounds, and here's where it's going to really kick in for Juju. Had 3 blocks the other night. I
think just the anticipation of the whole season. You spend the summer doing a lot of things, and then, when it comes to preparing for the season, you always feel a little anxious. I know for me personally, so it was just a matter of getting all the nerves out and having fun.
USC blew them out, California Baptist, but she's just warming up. You're talking about a player that's so skilled that there's nobody in the game of basketball in the world today that can do what Juju can do.
What I like is definitely that we know we have multiple shot blockers. I mean, Rhea's been terrific her entire career. Juju's really turned herself into just a menacing shot blocker. But so it also means we're rotating, we're in the right spots. We'll also tell you on film we probably got beat too many times and it got to the rim, but we know that that's part of our defense, is that we have athleticism in that back line, and if people are in the right spots, it allows them to do what they do well. That you can't teach timing on block shots. You can't, we don't drill that, but if you get them in the right spots and let them be them, then I do think, we've got a number of people, Kiki, Rhea, Juju, TVO had a couple blocks. Like, you put them in a situation then to utilize their strengths, and so I think that's something that we do well.
And what the number one thing a lot of people really may or may not realize, Juju is just a big body. You got an extremely big body going in there. And folks, you're talking about coming out of LA, city of champions, right? The only way you get great in LA is you got to win champions. But Juju is going to revolutionize the game of women's basketball. And right now, today, in the WNBA, there's no guards that can guard Juju. You're coming in there 6'2", 6'3" body, strong. This takes me back to the beginning where LeBron James, when he opened up in Sacramento, the first time I seen LeBron against the NBA players, there was no chance, right?
The first thing is college basketball seasons are very long and kind of take on a lifetime. So if you don't have enough talent or you don't have enough the right pieces, obviously you don't probably have as good of a chance to win at highest level. But if you do, the next differentiator becomes, to me, what I've seen is the teams that have success are the ones that handle whatever comes, good and bad, better than others. There's always an opportunity to break apart. There's always an opportunity to be negative. There's always an opportunity to think we're too good if we're winning. So to me, part of my messaging is always like, what are we doing next that's most important? And so sometimes it's we've got to get better. Other times it's, hey, we're right there and we need to do X, Y, and Z more so. So for us, it was number one, keeping everyone together, keeping everyone focused on getting better, and then fixing some of the things we thought that were troublesome to us there. We don't get to play them again, in the immediate future, but we can make ourselves a better team, and be ready for the next game and the next game. And obviously it was Cal Baptist, and now it'll be Oregon, but more it's the trajectory of who we know we can become.
Juju Watkins is a big, big guard, and they are going to have a lot of fun. They're going to walk it down, no doubt about it. They got UCLA on target. But if you look at it across the board, I mean, when you're going out there, you're getting 40 points. And that's basically the entire team. I mean, you're getting almost half the points of the team. I mean, super, super talented guard.
I think, it was a mental adjustment for me. I think, like I said, like the goal is to have fun always. And, I shoot my best when I'm not really thinking. So just making that mental adjustment. But I've worked this past summer to really, key into shooting threes at a higher percentage than last year. So, yeah, I've been working on that, and, starting to show a little bit. So.
And this one here, you got to move out of the lane of what you're seeing today, because this doesn't really acknowledge or bring you to anything that you can do, because you're talking on the level of Candace Parker. There's no doubt about it. Candace Parker was a tremendous player. I mean, really dominated the game from all phases. And that's really what you got in Juju Watkins. And if you want to go one step further, I mean, you got to just say to yourself, this talent is so good. And the other player, I mean, really, Money Mike's Syndicated Radio podcast, powered up by Fanatics. We're going to bring you the best of the best. And who's the best right now coming in WNBA Grassroots? There's no doubt about it. You got Malaysia's in there over at South Carolina. This one here, I mean, you got both of these players could have been number one picks coming right out of the high school. And, the WNBA has got a rule, got to be 21 years old to enter. But these ladies are ready now, and Juju's just getting it cooking. The team, the coach, really, it was just about, guys, we just got to play out this regular season. The competition's not there. I mean, they played hard, and you got to give them credit. I mean, California Baptist, what happened to that? I mean, Grace Smith, 26 minutes, 5 of 17, put down 12 points. Claudia FBL got you in there 34 minutes, got you 10 points. And you're going to come back in there, and you're going to look at Anaya Tua, right? 31 minutes, 3 of 7. But, I mean, USC blew them out. USC is 7-1, 6th ranked in the country. And they are super, super talented. And they're going to go wherever Juju goes. That's where they're going to go. And I, like I said, I mean, you shoot 9-11 from the three-point line. You got to, one of the things I always say, Phil Handy did the training on that, and you're going to see all of Phil's work come out this year. I mean, it's going to get easier and easier. It doesn't matter who USC plays. It's not going to matter. I mean, they torched California Baptist 29-11, came out, got 21 coming into the second quarter. Third quarter, they just kind of coasted on out, got 28, and then they played the bench the rest of the way. And that's what it's going to have for USC, because they're that good. Juju Watkins is the best player in the world. There's no doubt about it, in my opinion. And when I looked at it from last year, what she was able to accomplish and coming back this year, I mean, she's going to break all the records. She's going to get all the scoring records. Because the thing about Juju Watkins, she can score 40 points easy, can score 30 real easy. I mean, she's going to get up there knocking on the 50 burger, and that's just going to be part of it. So you got Juju Watkins as a great player, getting better and better. The game is still the game. You got to bring it together. And when you get players like Juju who are so big, I mean, you're talking about a big-time player, could have came out of, in high school, would have went number one, no doubt about it. Could have came out last year number one. If you're going to look at her, who is she? Got to put on a level of Maya Moore. It's a big-time player. Maya just dominated the game. I mean, these type of players don't even see you. They come at you, but you're not even in their vision. And you got to look at Candace Parker, because Candace played the game differently too. I mean, there's been some WNBA stars, and you can't look at Juju on what you see today, because that's taking it back. And when you get into it, I mean, it's USC women's basketball. You're in L.A., City of Champions. Even the USC women's coach, she's relaxed, saying, hey, we're just going to enjoy the season. But Juju is in the City of Champions. Dodgers win it. Lakers got to win it. Rams win Super Bowls. all across the Bay Area, city to city, state to state. We do it way it's supposed to be done. Malaya, man, this one here. Boy, I'm going to tell you, Money Mike's always going to bring you the best of the best. It's one of the best in the country, point guard, WNBA, NCAA, or unrivaled. I mean, she just gets it done. You're talking about a flat-out superstar and coming out of South Carolina. So these players are getting better and better, but Juju, USC, easy victory. Best player in the world, dropped 40 points, and it's not going to get any harder. It's going to get easy because that's just what Juju does. Money Mike, we promise you, we'll bring you the best of the best. Other one we love, WNBA, Rennie Howard. That one there is on a generational talent level too, and just going to dominate the WNBA coming on up. Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast, we're bringing it to you, and keep in mind all things are possible to those who believe.